Hello everyone and welcome back to the Java programming course. This is lecture number 7 and the topic is inheritance in Java. So what is inheritance? So inheritance is the process when one object acquires/inherits all properties and behaviors of a parent object. So what does this mean? So basically one class is able to acquire the properties which another class possesses and thus is able to also let's say call these functions of the class it inherited from. So two terms come out from these, which are the subclass, which is the child class. So it is a class which is inheriting the properties from another class, and then is the superclass, which is the parent class, and this is the class from which the child class is inheriting the property. So to inherit from class, the keyword extends is used. So extends is the keyword. So while defining the child class, you say you write it like normally, and after that you just do extends and then the name of the parent class. So why do we use inheritance? So inheritance is used for method overriding. So runtime polymorphism can be achieved. So polymorphism can be achieved using inheritance, and then it is also for code usability. So what it is doing is it helps in avoiding repetitive code. So let's say there is a coming back to we are using cars example from the previous few lectures. So uh, let's say there is a superclass which is called vehicle, and then there are multiple types of vehicles which are car, bike, and bus. So what all they do, and so there is some properties which are common to all of these child classes. So what are these? Let's say all of these cars, bike, and bus, they all drive. So instead of making a drive function in all of these three classes individually, what we can do is simply make a class for vehicle and put the drive function within vehicle, and after that, that vehicle can be inherited by the child classes, which are the cars, bike, and buses. So in that way, we can avoid repetitive code. So there are multiple types of inheritance. So on the basis of class, there can be three types of inheritance, which are single, in which one class directly inherits from another class. Then there is multi-level. So in this, one class is inheriting from a class, which in itself is inheriting from another class. Then comes hierarchical, in which multiple classes inherit from a single class. Uh, Keep in mind that multiple inheritance is not supported in Java. So what is multiple? In it is uh, it is the case when one class is inheriting from multiple classes. So that is not supported in Java. We will come to why that is not the case. So here is the diagram: single, in which one class is inheriting from one, multi-level, and hierarchical. So first is the single inheritance. So this is an example. So here we are making an animal class, and in animal class we are declaring this function eat, and we are simply just printing out eating. And then we make another class called dog, and this is the syntax on how to do inheritance. So we make the child class and add the keyword extends and followed by the name of the parent class which we want to inherit. So here we want to inherit the animal class, so class dog extends animal, and then we can have some methods of the class dog itself. So we are adding a method for barking. So then this is the main class. So what we can do is create an object for the class dog. Here it is D, and what D can do is not only just call bark function, but it can also call the eat function. So when doing d.eat, it will print out eating, because dog is inheriting from animal, so it can access the methods declared in the class animal itself. So then comes multi-level inheritance. So it is, in this case, the very parent class is animal, and the class dog is inheriting from animal, and then baby dog is inheriting from dog. So in this case, animal can only access the function eat, dog can access the function bark and eat, and baby dog can access the function weep, bark, and eat. So a child can access the function of parent, parent cannot access the function of child. So here is the main class. Here we make an object of baby dog, and here we can say dog can weep, can bark, it can eat. So all this is multi-level inheritance. Baby dog inheriting from dog, and dog itself inheriting from animal. Then there is hierarchical inheritance. So in this case, multiple classes inherit from the same class. So here we have a dog and we have cat, and they are both inheriting from animal. So dog can bark and can eat, cat can meow and it can eat. Keep in mind that here dog and cat cannot access the function of each other. So in this example, when we create an object of class cat, we can, if we try to do c.bark, which is a function of dog, then it will show a compile time error because cat and dog, these are the classes and they do not have any relationship between them. Cat can only access function within cat itself and what it is inheriting from, so from animal, which is eat. So these were the three types of inheritance. Now, why the multiple inheritance is not supported in Java? So first of all, it reduces the complexity and simplifies the language. But one of the main reasons is consider this scenario where A, B, and C are three classes. The C class inherits A class and B class, A and B classes, sorry. And if A and B classes have the same method and we call it from the child of class object, there will be ambiguity to call the methods of A or B. So here, let's say if there is animal and let's say there is another class, and both of them contain the function eat, and if cat is inheriting from both animal and let's say class number 2, then and if you try to call c dot eat in that case, so what will the problem would be that we won't know what function to call. Do we want to call the eat function of animal or do we want to call eat function of class number 2? So that is a very big problem, and to avoid that, multiple inheritance is not possible. By the way, in inheritance, if we let's say make a eat function within cat itself, so make an eat function here within the definition of cat, and then if we call c.eat, then it will call the method of cat class first. So it overrides the animal. So it will call the child's eat first. So these are the 2 points. Then since compile time errors are better than runtime errors, Java renders compile time error if you inherit two classes. So that was the main thing why multiple inheritance is not supported. And those were three types of inheritance. So this is it for the inheritance topic. So that's it for today. If you have any questions, you can comment it down below and hope to see you in the next lecture. Wishing you happy learning. Goodbye.